Welcome to TestTube, a place where we can share our knowledge through short videos. Even you can contribute to us by making a small video of any problem that you face in your life and how you have solved it. The video can be as short and as simple as possible, and you upload it in your Google Drive and share that link to us through that email that is shown over in this video. This way we can build a rich library having solution to any problem that anybody could possibly face in their life, and they can find a solution over here in this comment space. And by the way, the video will be uploaded with your name on it so that you can have all the credit for this. Thank you. In this video, we are going to discuss on how to integrate your existing robot framework with Katalon Studio, or else you can also say it as how to run your robot tests in Katalon Studio. And this is going to be extremely and surprisingly very easy than what anybody would be thinking. And also, there is a difference from integrating the robot framework with Katalon Studio and migrating the robot framework to Katalon Studio. So both are going to be different. And in this particular video, we are going to see how to integrate, but not how to migrate robot framework into Katalon Studio. Right, and we'll discuss more about robot framework in other videos, and this video is going to be helpful for those who are already having a robot framework with them and they wanted to uh, migrate to the Katalon Studio for the based on the advantages that Katalon Studio has over the other tools. Okay, all right, so let us go to this learning, and first of all, let us discuss what is the manual test that we are attempting here. This is the orange HRM page. Mm, I'm going to log into this page, and then I have to click on the leave management to apply or apply a leave, and I fill in the details, and then I log out of this screen. This is my manual test, and I have got it automated in robot framework. Let me show you the robot framework for this. So this is the robot framework, uh, and I have this project called robot framework. Under this I have a folder called test cases -web underscore web. Under this I am making different test suites. So dot robot file is nothing but a test suite which will consist of test cases which you are managing. Like it could be a regression, or it could be a functional suite, or it could be named after some module which you are covering as a suite, and that suite will contain all the relevant test cases here. So whichever under the tag test cases is going to be test case. This is login test case, this is assign leave test case, and this is logout test case. Just for our video, I made it simple, but in real-time projects, the test cases will be having some meaningful execution. Uh, that's not a part of our discussion. Okay, so but this is how any test suite will have, and it will have the test cases packed together along with the other features of that particular framework, which may involve suit up, setup, data, and etc. Right, so okay, let us leave that to the other videos which we are discussing about the robot framework in detail. But for now, let us say this is the test suite I have. Mm, Now I'm going to integrate this robot framework to my Katalon Studio. All right, so before I integrate it, I'll just run this and show you that it is working properly. So there are two steps when we run the robot, test cases designed in robot framework. This is what is called console, and from here we can execute the test cases. For that, first we have to go to the path where it is, and then only we can execute. For example, uh, let me go back. So here I am under the folder robot framework. my actual test cases are under test cases underscore web. So if I try to run the test case over here, it won't run. See, it didn't run because it failed to find that group in the directory. So step one is going to be that I have to go to that path where my test suits are present. Right now, if I run the test suite, then you will see. See, it is invoking that test cases in the test suite. It has logged into the orange HRM phase. So it will continue like this. So in total, what we learn is it is a two-step process. One is that you go to the folder where the test cases are placed, and then you run the robot script by using the robot command. All right, so simple. This is how you can execute it. Now we are going to use the two-step process and integrate it to Katalon Studio. Okay, so this is one way of running it, and the other way of running it is going to be um, like you can run it in uh, command and command mode also. Like you can open that CMD. So whatever you are seeing over here is nothing but what is it in command prompt. So you can run it, go to the path where it is stored, and then you can run the robot test. Right. So now what I understand is since I am able to run this also in the command window which I opened in Windows, that means I can create a batch file of it and then I run it, right? So now let us see how to run the same robot test suite using a batch file. So we have a batch file over here which is named after regression.pad. Let me open this and show it to you. So here I have this batch file. So you can see, and you will see the two steps are written over here. One is navigate to the place where that test cases are placed and then run that robot command to execute the suite. Like this, I can create a bat file and I can double click on it to run it. See now it has opened the command prompt and run that test suite, and the test suite is doing what the test cases inside are instructing to be run, which is opening the orange HRM page, navigate to the leaf page, and then log out. Right. So now we proceeded one more step further, where we wanted to integrate this robot framework to Katalon, which is nothing but executing it through batch file. So now I'm going to use this concept of running the batch file in the Katalon Studio, and that's it. We have successfully integrated our robot framework to Katalon Studio. See, so I have this test case written over here, and what I have done is I just try to run that batch file through Katalon Studio, and that's it. So the first step is going to be a string which will capture the command to run the batch file, which is cmd space forward slash c space start space the path where the file batch file is placed, which is over here, right? So I got the command and then I call these classes which have access to certain methods to run the process. So it has access to get run method, get runtime method, and this will further has access to execute, right? So I can do it like this in one step, but instead I have done it in two steps. One is wherein I am getting the object for runtime, and then I am using that object to access the method called exec, and then I'm running it. So you can do it this way or this way as well. So that's it. So this is how we run the bat file in Katalon Studio, and the bat file is something having the robot test suite. This is method one, and there is a second method as well, which is nothing but with the help of keywords you can run it. You can create a keyword called robot.groovy, and inside that keyword you can pass in this particular statement which you are uh, calling in the test case. So like this, you can call this keyword in every test case wherever you want to run and pass that batch file path, and it will just do the job. So here I have created a keyword. Inside the keyword, it is nothing but the 2 lines of code which we have directly used in this test case over here. So I have this keyword. So afterwards, in every test case, wherever I wanted to run the robot framework, I can just call that keyword and pass the batch file which is having the path to the batch file, and then run it. So this is method 2. So you can use either of these methods. Now let me run this with the method 1 and show it to you whether this is going to work or not. So I clicked on run using Firefox. So now Katalon Studio is going to run my robot framework, isn't it? See, it has invoked the batch file which is having the robot framework test suite, and it is running the test case, as you can see. So that's how simple it is going to be. And when it comes to the real-time project, what you gonna have to do is you will have regression suites right under this project folder of your project, right? So you might have various regression suites placed according to the modules or as per the functionality you are testing or as per the release. So what you have to do is you have to create batch file for each of the test suites so that you can have it all together at the same time. They are independent of each other. So independent in the sense, it's like you can run only that particular robot test suite whichever you want to run by having the batch file for each test suite instead of having all of them grouped into one batch file. And also you may want to run a couple of test suites at a time. In that case, you will have a batch file which has those number of test suites, for example, test suite 1, test suite 3, 4 together in one batch file. So that is also possible. So all you have to spend time is on making the batch file and just integrate it to Katalon and run it. Now it is like you are having the robot framework integrated with Katalon Studio, and that is how without losing the existing robot framework you can integrate them with the Katalon Studio, and any new test cases which you are going to develop further can be developed in Katalon Studio. So this is one key where you can successfully start using Katalon Studio. At the same time, you don't have to lose whatever you have developed under your previous or existing framework. So it can be robot framework, it can be Selenium framework. This video is covering the robot framework integration. There is another video wherein we'll cover Selenium integration with the it's Selenium migration, in fact, not integration. Selenium migration to the Katalon Studio. In both the cases, you are going to have the existing framework. You don't have to develop the old scripts again in Katalon Studio. You just use Katalon Studio to run them, and going forward when you wanted to develop new things, you can continue to develop in Katalon Studio. In that way, you're going to have only one tool for all your needs. So that's the advantage of Katalon Studio, and there are more advantages. I'm sure you will figure it out for yourself while you are seeing videos for Katalon Studio. And thank you so much for watching this video.
If you have any videos like this, please upload them in your Google Drive and share that link to us in that email given over here so that we can upload it for you with your name on it. And that way we can build a common repository where anybody can find solution to the problems which they are facing. Thanks for your support, and please subscribe to this channel if you wanted to see more videos like this. Bye.